Hello, folks. Welcome to today's training. We are getting rocking and rolling here. So let's get going. So we are going to be talking about content creation today. I put together actually a little slideshow for you folks on how to make sure that your content is getting you all set up to actually get clients for your business. So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm actually going to go ahead and I'm going to share my screen. As you folks are jumping on, if you have questions about the content, go ahead and comment them down below. And let's get rocking and rolling. So here we go, folks. So we are going to go ahead and we're going to be sharing with you folks today just a little bit of actually how to make sure that your content's performing the right way. Okay. So we want to talk about what makes content work, because at the end of the day, I know that a lot of you folks are wanting to figure out, how do I just keep posting content but actually get clients? We have so many people that I talk to every single day that they're posting content. They've been posting it for months, sometimes even years, and they haven't been able to go ahead and actually get leads and get clients from it. So I wanted to walk you through what are the types of content, how you should be producing content, and all of those good things. So as you folks are jumping on, go ahead, comment down below. I want to make sure that you're getting the most value out of this here today. So let's go ahead by starting to understand like the purpose of content. Okay. Now the content has four different purposes. Okay. So your content needs to be doing these four things if you want it to be working out the right way. Number one, you want it to be actually growing your audience. Okay. So that's the first piece of content, is understanding how do you grow your audience with content. The second thing is growing the know, like, and trust. Okay, the growing the know, like, and trust is actually understanding how do you get more people to actually know you, like you, and trust you above your competitors from your content. And then the next ones are generating leads and booking more calls. So this is how you can tell if your content's actually working properly for you or if it's not working for you. Okay. So if you're like, hey, I don't know if my content's doing the things that it should be doing, here's how to actually measure it. Okay. We have to measure stuff to make sure that it's doing the right stuff. So number one, are you getting new followers from your content? It's a fairly simple yes or no. Some people are getting no followers and some people are. And obviously, the more followers you're getting from your content, as long as they're ideal clients, the better it's working. So you have to answer that question first. The second thing that you have to answer for yourself is, are you actually growing the know, like, and trust factor? So the growing the know, like, and trust factor is basically, are you getting people to be high engagers in your content, or they're viewing your stories daily, they're messaging you, they're actually like less friction in generating them as leads. The third thing is like, do you actually get comments and messages for freebies or for information off of your content? Is it actually generating leads? And again, this is a fairly simple black and white yes or no kind of situation. And so if it's not generating leads for you, then we have some trouble that we need to troubleshoot. So actually go ahead and comment down below if you're watching this. Even if you're watching the replay of this, how is your content performing? Comment down below if it's doing these things or if it's not doing these things, and I can help you understand how to make sure that it can do these things, okay? So this is how we measure if your content's actually good or not. Now, let's talk about types of content. Before I dive into the exact types of content, I wanted to go ahead and make sure that you understand something about content creation in general and business in general, which is that understanding that in your content, in all the stuff you put out there, 80% of it should be giving, free value, education, entertaining, whatever it might be, giving, and 20% asking, because you actually need to have this perfect blend or else things don't work out. And if you're anything, I've actually seen a lot of people who've gotten this content blend the wrong way, because if you're 100% giving and you never ask, that's where we see people who grow decent sized followings and they never get clients, right? We had a person join our program who had 100,000 followers, but they weren't getting clients because it was 100% giving and they weren't doing the asking. Now, the opposite is also ineffective, okay? The opposite of actually being like, okay, I'm going to ask and try to sell too much, then your engagement goes down, people don't engage with your stuff, and your content goes nowhere. So with content creation, you actually need to be doing both and. But this is the right split where you're giving. Basically, you're giving kind of 4 times as much as you're asking, okay? Who of you are doing this in your content right now? Go ahead, comment down below. Would love to know if you folks are getting some value out of this training so far today. By the way, I'm going to be doing some more of these lives here on Facebook and Instagram. So I want to make sure that you folks are in the know that we're going to be going live a lot more often. So let's talk about content creation and actually the different types, okay? Your different types of content is thinking about, we have content that's going to grow your audience, grow the know, like, and trust, generate leads, and book calls, okay? So those are the 4 different things. Now, I'm going to actually show you exactly how to make sure that you're doing the right types of content here. So number 1, actually thinking through, like, okay, audience growth content, what does that look like? For most of you, what I'm going to actually get you to do is I want you to actually go to the different platforms, let's say Instagram or TikTok are some of the best ways to do this, and search keywords. If you help women with endometriosis, search endometriosis. If you are a business coach that help people with email lists, search email marketing. See what videos are trending, that are viral. Research kind of the topics, understand which posts are getting the most shares, and really dive into what's the best type of audience growth content. So I want you to start there with audience growth content, okay? And if you have any questions on this, go ahead and comment them down below. I actually have a free guide for actually researching that. So if you're watching the replay of that, go ahead and comment that down below. Now, the second thing is you need to think about know, like, and trust content, right? You should be posting these a couple times every single week. This is storytelling content, you sharing your story. It's educational content, you sharing educational pieces. It's entertaining content because people who like you are more likely to buy from you, okay? So making people smile, actually getting a laugh out of them, and value-driven content, okay? So audience growth content, you should be posting quite often. Know, like, and trust content, you should be posting quite often. Now let's move to lead generation content. This is basically where we're giving something away for free, right? It's very simple. You see these posts probably quite often, like, hey, who would like my free da-da-da-da thing? Whether it's on Instagram stories, whether it's in like a Facebook color card, it's these 2-step types of posts. And these are going to generate leads, okay? So I would have you doing these probably once or twice a week to make sure that you are generating leads. And if your audience is growing really, really quick, you can do them more like 2 to 3 times a week, okay? So that's what I want you to be thinking about when we're thinking about content. And the last one is a sales-focused post, like to book a call or something like that. Now, at the end of the day, we want to make sure that we're not doing this too often. Like I said in the last slide, you want to make sure that you're only doing the sales type of stuff like every so often. So we want to make sure that we're not overdoing it, okay? So that's the last piece to this. Now, let me dive into a couple things here. And by the way, folks, like I said, if you have questions while this is going on, make sure that you're going ahead and sharing with me. So we've got a couple of people who joined on Instagram. Folks, if you're watching on Instagram or Facebook, comment down below if you have any questions, okay? So let's go to the next slide. So understanding basically the format of content, okay? The format of content is really important for all of you to understand because the better you can actually have your content formatted, the better it performs, and the better it performs, obviously, the better we're going to get the results we're looking for, okay? So now when we're talking about this, we want to think about a couple different segments. You want to be thinking about the hook, you want to be thinking about the middle part of the content, and you want to think about the call to action, okay? So the hook needs to be something that grabs people's attention. We all know how it is having social media where people are scrolling. Not a lot of people are actually like that digesting your content. So you want to have a visual hook. A visual hook could be something to the effect of like me and this water bottle right here. If I were to throw this at the beginning of my video, that's a visual hook. An audio hook is what you say, right? You want to be using positive and negative audio hooks, and I'll go through that in a little bit. And then textual hooks. What kind of text can you have on the screen that's actually going to get people to be engaging with this? So you have a couple different pieces there that I want you to be aware of. So with the hook, you want it to be something that people are going to stop, specifically your ideal clients. The second part is you actually want to deliver the value, and this is really important. You need to have congruent value, meaning whatever you say in your hook, you need to then dive into that specific thing for the rest of your post because people watched your hook for a specific reason. So now if you change it up too much, they're going to get out of the video. So make sure that you're delivering value. It's simple, it's quick, it's tangible. Simple meaning don't overcomplicate things. Don't use words that your ideal clients don't understand. Don't use fancy lingo. Make sure it's simple, it's sweet, it's tangible, and it's very specific for them. And then have a specific type of call to action, okay? This is actually a really important part because a lot of people have call to actions, but they have the wrong type of call to action. If it's audience growth content, like we talked about before, it needs to be to follow you. If it's know, like, and trust content, you shouldn't even have a call to action. If it's lead generation content, the call to action should be to like comment or message you. And if it's a sales call to action, then it's also like to like a message or reply with a link, whatever it is. So you want to have a specific type of call to action when you're thinking about promote a specific type of post. So this is how you think through having the right type of format, right? So here's what I want to do actually. I want to, for you folks who are watching here today, I have something free for you all because I wanted to make sure that all of you watching this are not only getting some value out of the training right here and now, but I also want to make sure that you're getting some free value anyway. So my dear wife, Terry, she actually put together a free content bundle for you folks, okay? So this is a 30 days done for you content bundle. And basically what's all included is you're getting pre-designed content calendar, you're getting hooks, templates, call to actions, and captions, and it's going to align with audience growth, lead generation, and sales. So for all of you who want this, just go ahead and comment down the word content. We'll send it over your way. We've already had people try this out. They have been able to generate leads from it. A lot of people have said that they'd love to pay us for it, but we're just giving it away for free. So if you'd like that, go ahead and comment down below content, and we'll be more than happy to send it your way, folks, okay? So that's all I wanted to bring to you folks here today. Like I said, I'm going to be bringing a lot more trainings to all of you folks. I'm going to have a lot of slideshows. I'm going to show you exactly how to grow your business, how to utilize content, lead generation, marketing, all that kind of stuff. So if you want this, go ahead and comment down below content, and we'll see you folks in the next training. I hope you have a fabulous day. Let's go serve some people. Let's get some clients. Let's build our businesses. Let's create our futures, and let's stop kicking things down the road. You have the choice to work and build your business today. So have a great rest of your day, folks, and we'll chat with you all soon.